sitting right there. Okay, I'll keep it. I go. You saw where they cutting the ditch up through my place.
That's what you need? That's what you need?
Oh, yeah, I need it. Put you up here, fella.
Thank you, Miss Payne. Thank you.
Yeah, next to your house. Your wife told me about it. That's why I'm up here. In your behalf. Because in 1914, that's when they started, my great-grandpa started doing it in 1914. Ditches to meet the property.
We were ordered that we gotta follow up.
Yeah, we do all the time. I'm okay, but this
You know what,
time, before you got up.
I don't know why.
I call them all street.
I don't know.
Then they took the first 10 loads of dirt. They should have told you, you could have sold them loads of dirt. They took my 10 loads of dirt and hauled it to the pile out. Boy, when I got that, I said, I ain't never had it. I never had dirt. Taking all of this and broke them down. Just stop right off that day. All the time, I don't deal with it. He said he couldn't understand why they were hauling that. All that diesel, how much it cost to run here? Diesel. Oh, you was gas. Well, it's still hot. If you had to run to unload the dirt, a quarter of a mile on that road, you know how that road is.
I got my plane. I had to perform.
But after like,
Hey, y'all, did you?
I'm an idiot.
I'm just curious.
No, I did, but I don't know what you got.
Well, that's why. How you doing?
Thank you.
That's what I want to say.
I need you to meet Mr. Hall.
How you doing?
I talked to you on the phone.
Yes, sir. How you doing? You too.
Yeah, I know. No. Oh, that little one? Oh, no, that belongs to my family. But I use it sometimes.
Okay, so who idea was to move the
Oh.
tank? You know what that tank is?
Let me tell you where you go. Well, let me tell you where I got the old tractors that I got. I got a couple of
I don't think we have a
old
microphone,
tractors.
Jack.
No, I don't think so either.
And I pulled trigger.
I'm gonna figure something out, cause what I might do
But I went to
is
Steve on here.
either that or take a secretary's jack and plug it into one of the channels and then I will use plug it in like that. I'll get on that. I'll
Over
get
there,
on that after
if you
that.
cross the,
You got till next month.
and you look down there,
Yeah.
those down on the carpet and down in the back room.
All right, brother. Thank you, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's a Steve Hawkins, and if you get somebody to look it up on the internet for that, and they'll tell you everything they got to sell, and you be having to up the, yeah, I ain't kidding.
I don't put it out there. I can't get it done.
So let me tell you this. I put in a thing to do a survey on your land,
And I
where your
bought
property is, the low point of the property.
whole tree when I redone some of my fence.
The elevation.
Uh,
I put in a heavy subject, and I know. What's what?
Really?
All the Ascension Consolidated Drainage District Board meeting, Ascension Parish Courthouse, 300, Homer Street, Thompsonville, Louisiana, October 6, 2022, 5:15 p.m. Agenda is called to order. Invocation, pledge of allegiance. Mr. Robert, lead us in invocation.
God, Father, thank you for another beautiful week. Thank you for allowing us to be here tonight in representation of the West Bank of the parish. Help us get the most done for the best dollar and best value. Help us to work together. Help us to please the citizens, constituents of this parish. Through your name, anything's possible. We know this, Lord. Amen.
Amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'd like to call this meeting to order. Roll call. President Mr. Thomas and President Mr. Robert. Have the public comment. Anyone wishing to speak on any item on this agenda, please sign the green card and bring it up to Ms. Peggy or bring it to myself. Accepting of minutes, September 1st, 2022.
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Mr. Robert to accept the minutes, September 1st, 2022, second by Mr. Thomas. Any objection? No discussion? This motion passed. At this time, we have the chairman's report, announcement report. I do have a few things. I want to thank everyone for coming out tonight. I appreciate you all being here. And again, we've had a great day today. Throughout today, I should say, and I must say, that the governor of the state of Louisiana was here today and speaking on behalf of the West Ascension Early Childhood Development Center that was here. Things went real well, and we were real pleased at the turnout that came out. And at this time, I want to thank those that did come out and those that couldn't but wanted to come. We appreciate your continued support in getting this thing done for the future of our kids in West Ascension, in Ascension Parish. So at this time, I have my report here. Item number one, I had Miss DPW, Miss Regina. I'm looking to get a list. I think you may come to the podium, please. I'm needing to get a list of jobs, the job that that you all have listed in prioritized order. I think I've asked for that. I need a copy. I don't want to email or the other situation. I need a copy of the jobs that we are doing, that we are going by on the list that we have, and I think we had some computer glitch the last time you talked to me. That have we corrected that?
Not yet.
Are you able to get me a list of jobs that you
I can get you some.
go out every week that you are doing?
Okay.
That I'd like to have
Okay.
that done. And while we're on that subject, I'm looking to make sure that you and I communicate a little bit better than what we've been having for whatever reason. But I'd like to look forward to being able to be transparent with the things that's going on in West Ascension drainage.
Well, we agreed to meet at Davis' office, every other week?
Every 2 weeks.
Other Monday, I think it was?
Every 2 weeks, I think.
I mean, if you let me know when you want to meet, I'm available to meet.
Okay.
We agreed to that like a couple months ago.
Sure
We only
did.
did it once.
All right, well, we'll,
Y'all want to set a time now?
we can set the time right now.
I'm not going to be there Monday.
You won't be here Monday? What about next Monday?
17th.
17, October 17th, what time? Thank you. Also, have there been any particular hires that you looking to, or are there any other people that we'll be hiring?
No, mechanic,
Or do we
that's it.
need anyone else?
Mechanic, that's
A
it.
mechanic?
Mhm.
So we put out for a mechanic?
Yeah. We working on it now, getting the paperwork together.
The mechanic that we had, he been out for quite some time, right?
Retired.
He retired?
Mhm.
We hadn't put out for a mechanic since?
We did, but we didn't get none. And the ones we did get wasn't,
Didn't work out?
no.
So we
So we posted the job, I think, twice. Since
Is it
then.
posted today?
No, we working on the paperwork to post it.
Okay. All right, we need to make sure. The other thing is the tractor that's on LA1.
Mm-hmm.
What's the situation with that?
Tire flat.
We
Waiting on the
haven't
tire.
had much a hard time of getting a tire?
Have y'all,
Go ahead.
who've y'all contacted about that? I mean, as far
Chet
as,
ordered the tire, it just haven't came in yet, and we were told not to move it so we don't mess the rim of the tire up.
well, I mean, I know dealing with equipment myself often, you call Big O's Tire Service, you call many tire services will come out there, they can patch it until you get a new tire coming in.
It can't be
whether they do a tube,
patched.
whether they do anything.
It can't be patched. They already, Big O came out. They
Did it?
can't, we have to put a new tire on it. The tire had a slash in it. It ran over something on the side over there and slashed the tire.
Okay, got it.
So it couldn't be patched or plugged,
All right,
yeah.
thank you.
And we can't roll it, we can't really, move it to load it because we don't wanna mess the rim of it up. Then
It'll
we
be
have
fine.
another problem.
It'll be fine.
But it's off the road out the way though.
Yeah, at one time it was.
You don't have to
on-
worry about anybody
it was-
stealing it, right? They'll be going down with the flat tire.
I doubt it. Have he give you any indication of when they'll be looking at bringing the tire, or having the tire?
No.
I know we have an issue with tires in general, getting any specific tires, so maybe we need to look at if we are waiting for a particular brand or particular anything, I mean, just go ahead and get.
We waited, I think about 6 months to get tires for another one of our trucks, so,
No, I mean, I know I can't
Yeah.
get tires a lot of times, but there should be something out there.
yeah. Well, I'll get with Chet on that part.
My other question is, are there any machines down?
No.
So all of our tractors cutting and?
No, the machines are running. We got 2 tractors down across the river besides the one that's on the highway.
We have all the cutting, all of those are running.
Huh?
You have one down or two?
2 down across the river in the shop, and we got the one on side of the road.
Are there any running?
Yeah, we got 2 running.
Two, okay. My other question is, Mr. Mike Landry on 308, that we ordered that we get to, when it dry up, that we get to that, on 308, Mr. Mike with the green form, the grass form,
Yeah.
had we decided on when we gonna get that? Because I know we was waiting till it get wet, get dry.
Yeah, it is. So once they make another pass cutting grass, and once we get done with that, then we'll be able to move there. But we still moving in the order of what we had left in the old work order system and what was put in the new work order system.
But this particular one was motion to get that done.
And especially since it's,
Okay.
you want to put it, I'd put it further priority or higher priority.
Yeah, it is, but the
Due
property
to-
belonged to the grass farm.
Yeah, and I get it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying because of weather, you're gonna have rain coming again in a couple months.
Yeah,
You know, so you gotta keep that in mind.
yeah, we gonna get it taken care of.
Yeah.
Okay. I see, I'd like to just have, you might want to stay up, I'd like to have Mr. Public comment, I'd like to have Mr. Arthur to come up, you have a question that maybe you can answer.
I would just like to know, what's the status on,
Identify yourself, Mr. Arthur.
my name is Arthur Roseman from Modest, Louisiana, concerning the sewage drain. I mean, the drainage, the servitude in Modesto. They are at right near 7449.
Okay.
I would like to know what's the status on getting that ditch back draining.
I think David went out and met with you all about that. Sent a tractor in to try to cut that so we can get on the same page with it.
Well, yes,
But on the opposite side of it, there's a bunch of trash that we couldn't get through. So we're gonna have to bring a machine in there to clean that trash out the way. If you recall, the last time we went through there and cleaned that whole line up, well, somebody threw a whole bunch of housing stuff in there. A tractor came, I think, about two weeks ago, to clean that line up where the grass is overgrown in that fence on the other side. But there's a bunch of trash and stuff in there that they couldn't cut. So we're gonna have to bring a machine in there to remove all of that trash out the way to get back to the line where you wanted to put the swell at.
Okay.
And as far as the road part, I think you and David met on that. I don't have the information for that part.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it.
I went meet with Aaron Alazar with DOTD, and along the state, they're gonna go along there and they're gonna clean out on all of the culverts so they can shoot some grade to see which way the flow goes.
Is that where we went and rode out?
Yes,
Or 2 weeks ago?
Yes, sir. Yeah,
And Aaron is willing to work with us there?
yeah,
And once we do that, then we will be able to pick 1 or 2 of the straight shots to the back to be able to drain it all?
yeah. I did talk to Regina, and I think maybe next week we may have an opportunity to go and follow that with those guys at Bonnie Farm.
Yeah.
And we'll go down there and take a look at that and see what she thinks about
And
it.
we also really need to look at addressing these beaver dams.
Yeah, I'll show
And
that
like I
too.
said, on the East Bank, I know we had a guy going around blowing them up. I don't know exactly what he was using, but you can use tannerite and things like that, that when done safely and properly,
Yeah.
it's effective.
Uh,
But with all these beaver dams, you can get the drainage as
Oh,
good as
yeah,
you
it's
can,
holding
but
back a
it's
lot of
staying
water.
raw.
You saw that yourself,
Yeah.
yeah. I did get that Reverend's name of that church from Mr. Arthur, and I contacted him, and what they're gonna do, they're gonna, the building that's on the side of Wilmer Lane, they're gonna go in there and they're gonna excavate to see if there's a culvert that goes towards that ditch, because it's a long stretch and we can't see any culvert in there, so he's gonna try and
I don't
expose
think
that.
there can be a culvert in there without a catch basin.
Yeah.
I mean, if
Yeah.
it is, then it's not.
Well, that's what he's gonna do, he's gonna see if there is one.
Because it's too long to not have a
Yeah.
catch basin.
So once he is exposed to that, and then we can talk and see exactly what we gotta do right there.
How y'all doing? Good afternoon. My name is Jeff Tenino. I live on Deneau Road. I presented last month, and y'all suggested that I come up with a plan. Through many hours of research, I do have a plan, basically 4 phases. Meanwhile, doing a little research between things. What I've come up with so far, dig the ditches on Deneau Road. We've accomplished that already. After that, we were going to try in phase 2 to get out the vac trucks. Well, there's 3 of the 4 broken. I don't know when they're going to be done, but I'm hoping we can maybe skip that phase at the moment and go to 3 and 4. 3 would be address and inspect the culvert across from my home on Deneau Road. It was stated years ago on previous, cross culvert on a parish road. It was stated previous administrations around 2015 that it was inadequate and undersized. So 7 years later, I kind of see why things are going the way they are, and okay, that makes sense why the drainage is getting worse and worse, and multiple things. I did reach out across the street, which is Iberville Parish, the Usos on that property. I do believe they are going to be receptive to allowing the parish to dig that ditch. He does have a crop there he has to harvest, but the only issue is it's in Iberville Parish. I would like to seek maybe y'all approval if y'all can make a motion of some sort to maybe get a corporate endeavor agreement to get that ditch cleaned and dug to benefit the residents of Ascension. Going back to 2015, that canal was dug by Ascension Parish through a corporate endeavor agreement. The parish did the project. They removed trees. All of this has been recorded and documented. I don't see why it would be such an issue to get it done now. Miss Regina did reach out to Iberville, and Iberville suggested that they didn't have any right-of-way. Well, it was a right-of-way before when, it was available to Iberville residents. I'm kind of confused a little bit of that, which we're trying to drain Ascension residents, tax-paying citizens. I'm just stating the obvious and the facts. I'm asking for assistance again. Hopefully, we can try to get something going, and I'm reaching all over, but everything I'm presenting is facts, and the information is there. I mean, it's difficult because everything's dry right now, and it's just
Jeffrey, phase 3 you're talking about right now. Phase 4, what's that?
Phase 4 would be at the rear of the new road. There is a lateral ditch runs north and south. There's roughly a 15 to 20 foot servitude given 1963 by Say-Bandanu. It's difficult for the parish to get in on the east side of the ditch because there is the landowner's driveway, a telephone pole, and then there is a lockable gate for Palo Alto to keep people out of their farm. I spoke with Mr. Lemon this afternoon, and he said he has no problem with the parish doing what they need to do to relieve the residents on the new road to do what needs to be done.
And I can stop you there. I think while we're waiting on these vacuum trucks to be finished, let's kind of work on phase 3, but phase 3 isn't going to be a simple one because you're talking about cooperative endeavor agreement between two parishes. I think we could get that done eventually, but I think we should look at phase 4, see if we can't get this right away so we can go ahead and get this other outfall addressed. And in the meantime, I think we'll have to come up with some proposal with our neighboring parish. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how you want to present that, or would you suggest should we reach out to them with our attorneys, or
we would be able to reach out to.
And like, I'll be willing to do anything I need to do.
Well, let's just have our attorney wherever they are. Yeah, reach out to them and see what needs to be done if they're willing to allow us to work with them to get that cleaned. It doesn't seem like it'll be a very cost prohibitive project. It's just being able to do it.
Yeah, the ditch has been cleaned, it's maintained. It's roughly about 800 feet. It's headland. It doesn't hurt anybody right there.
Now,
So
once these phase 3, phase 4, this is complete, we should probably be close to in business, correct?
Oh, yes, sir. I mean, these ditches were maintained at one time. It's been 15 years. So the water is just getting closer and closer to my home, and it's just backing up.
I mean, I'm good with it if you're good with it, Chair, that we make a motion to have our attorney reach out and look into doing a cooperative endeavor agreement.
Second that motion.
Okay.
Thank you.
Any objection, no objection, motion passed. All right, Mr. Haywood. you like to speak? Or you don't have anything to say?
I just
I
really
noticed you
come
didn't
over
sign the
here.
card, so I'll
Huh?
say you didn't have nothing.
No, I didn't do
The
a
last
card,
time you
but I
came.
just had a little bit of a problem that I had when they start,
Yeah.
they're digging the ditch right now.
Okay,
And they're doing the wonderful, doing a wonderful job on it. And
okay.
I accidentally hauled about 10 loads of dirt to Palo Alto off of our place, and that's why I come up here to talk to Regina about it. She said that she was gonna make sure that they get it back, but it's hard to trust what I've been going through. So what I'm saying is that maybe I need something signed, I don't know, but that, when I asked them not to start because of the grinding, and when I came back on vacation, they were hauling dirt, but they stopped all that, and, that ditch is going good now.
Okay.
So, but anyway, it's, that's, it's getting it done now. But, I had to call the parish president. No thanks to y'all. Y'all didn't really give me a lot of assistance on this. I had to call the parish president's office to work with him and, or his secretary. And they were very nice to me, and they've been, anything I asked for them, they're doing it. So,
All right, Mr.
like I said, no thanks to y'all.
Get back with Miss Regina if you want
I just talked to her just a minute ago.
All right, thank you, sir.
That's why I come up here, and I come up over here to assist this man too,
Yeah.
because he got the same kind of ditches that were done in 1914.
All right, thank you, sir.
Anyway,
Thank you very much. Report number 6A, drainage report, Ms. Regina Thomas, supervisor. 3, DPW.
Vegetation, grass cutting crews cut the Irish Canal, 945 loop, Bayou Napoleon, Highway 1, in the breezeway. They are currently cutting the Palo Alto off-road ditches. Drainage report, we are currently digging on America Street, on the River Road in Smoke Bend, and off of 405 in Modas. On Mr. Haywood property, all of the trees have been burned and removed off the property. The last thing we have to do is finish digging the ditch going back towards 405, and we'll be done with that. The crews went down the new road. We cleaned out the road ditches. 2 of the covers, one was too low, one was too high. We reset them. And like I said, I met with Mr. Overton, and the ditch that crosses over the highway, he stated that it's a private property. Iberville Parish have no ownership of the ditch.
And obviously, we have to go through the process. That's why I want to have our attorney contact them and see legally what we can do with them, because I know we can't really do work in other people's parish, but there's a process to getting right of way and everything else, and, ultimately, we can get the right of way,
Okay. And the recycle report, there's a copy in your folder.
So are we still having the same issue with the tires in that area?
Yeah.
It doesn't look like as many, huh?
Not as many, but, yeah, same issue.
Yes, sir.
Highway 18, I ride it frequently, and we're having the same problem we've been having for the last 3 years. As soon as we pick it up, they put it down.
Right.
Had we, I guess, thought about any solution or prevention for us, getting them to put, I know there's 2 sections, one close to Lemonville and one in A-Bend that they normally dump, relentless. And I don't think it's people from the community that's dumping it. So what you suggest that we do?
They put a camera out there and somebody stole it, so I'm not sure what can be done as far as that part.
And you can put a camera in a place that they can't get to it.
Yeah.
But we'd have to ask for some help with the sheriff's department, because if this is people outside of a community,
Yeah, it is.
that's a whole different story. If it's people in our community, we can always look and see what we can do to help them dispose of the waste. But yeah, I would say that would be the first resort, is to contact the sheriff's office and see if we can't get some help over there, maybe keep an eye out.
Maybe you want to put that in your report, review,
Okay,
to contact Sheriff Brown to see if he can give us some assistance
okay.
in that aspect. Also, I see you all was digging on American Street in the city limits.
Uh-huh.
What was that was one of the,
I work out in the old system.
that came up.
Mm-hmm.
Are we finished that?
Not yet.
How much left?
I'm not sure. We trying to
We doing
get through
both
whatever.
sides?
Huh?
Both sides?
Yeah. One side is complete, for sure.
Anything else? No?
This is paint buckets and whatnot here? Was it all contractor related, or was it just a couple paint buckets?
I think it is.
Because in these types of deals, I want to call someone, whether it be game warden, because they help out a lot of these types of situations, or the sheriff's office. Because if you have a company dumping their trash out here, and they're leaving the evidence there, we need
Right.
to address that.
Right.
That's all I have, Chair.
All right, Ms. Virginia, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Number 7, the date and time of the next West Ascension Drainage Board meeting,
November 3rd at 5:15.
November 3rd, 5:15 is the next meeting for the West Ascension Drainage Board meeting.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn, second by Mr. Thomas to adjourn. This meeting is adjourned.
You got a machine.
Thank you all for coming.
That ain't no homeowner throwing that out.
No. No.